And welcome back to For the Record, no guests in the studio. Very, very small window of opportunity left. If you are planning on calling in, we have about 12 minutes left to go in the show this morning. Our toll-free number, 1-800-534-8255. Also, 949-8037, 949-6990, or WhatsApp number 925-3261, where we can only take one call at a time here. If you plan on calling in, please do so now, because I would say that 5 minutes to, we're probably going to cut the phone lines off, simply because, 5 minutes would not really give you a huge opportunity to say too much. So I shared with you our historical edifices in the Cayman Islands that we spoke about, and I gave you an example of the old fort building, or old fort in Georgetown, that was demolished to widen the road. Again, I think at the end of the day, what was left of it, they were able to convince the person who demolished it to stop the demolition, stop the widening of the road, and a little bit was, eventually preserved. We do have a caller, two callers. So let's go to the phone lines. Let's grab the first caller. Good morning. Welcome to For the Record.
Morning, O.C.
Hey, morning. How are you doing?
I'm good, brother. I just a quick question, because Beryl went through here, right?
Mm-hmm.
And because you were just talking about the damage from Beryl, and I said, let me check on this, because after the hurricane passed, I took videos of what the thousands of mango thing that we lost, and I called the lady from the agriculture department. She came, she seen the avocado, the mangoes and thing, and up until now, nobody now say, well, the last time that our hurricane went through and destroyed all the fruit, we got a little compensation for it, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And if we encouraging farmers, I see our government going all over the Caribbean helping people. Now what happened to the Polish farmers? I know I'm not the only one that lost a lot of stuff in Beryl. I am sure of that.
Yeah. So would you have any suggestion in terms of how any compensation would be handled? How do you determine, how do you measure the extent of the loss and the damage?
Yeah, but okay. The last time it happened,
Mm-hmm.
they set us a form saying, banana plants, this one, all the different plants, because a lot of people lost a lot of plants, okay?
Uh-huh.
So, and they were the estimate, like how much you think that you lost, how much avocados, how much bananas thing, how much, itemize it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I done that, and it states below that if you're telling a lie, you could be prosecuted. So I not into the dishonest thing to get nothing. And I done my claim as Claudette. Well, she was the one that worked on it and got all the papers. And I took my picture and I done my estimate. And I said, look here, you can come and look at the pictures, you can look at everything. And it went through fine. I got something for me and my daughter.
Okay.
Now, it is simple. I'm sure they still have the template of that form right there.
Mm-hmm.
It's not reinvention now, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's just that it look like, boy, I don't know, but we encouraging farmers.
Mm-hmm. And what do we say? We say they say charity begins at home, right?
Yeah, but you know something? Farmers is getting rough in Corbett, The hurricane come, destroy the thief their share. When you plant ganja, the police take that. Boy, a farmer don't stand a chance. No way in the world, man.
Well, we hope we hope that someone is listening and that your concern will be addressed. Like you said, they're not reinventing the wheel. It was done before, and there is certainly clear evidence that farmers were adversely impacted by the Hurricane Beryl. Some may have the financial capacity to rebound, while others simply don't have it as well. So,
Boy, you know, it really rough when you see where you walk for on the ground, you know.
yeah.
Yeah.
Brings tears to your eyes. Yeah.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
anyhow, like I say, I am sure, I am speaking for all the farmers, because I know I love farming, because for you to go through what a farmer go through, see, it's a love. You hear? It's not about the monetary,
Yeah.
because trust me, I give away 1/3 of my stuff, and when I express it to older folks, and I sell the older folks at a discount price anyhow,
Okay.
and I just say, look at Orrett, take this couple of pay to planting. How much you say? Pray for the rain so I can get more next year. Give you.
Kudos to you.
That's me.
Yep.
That's me, really.
Yep, kudos to you. Let me just grab this last caller before we go up the air. But again, hopefully, and if we don't hear anything about it, we'll keep hammering it home, in terms of possible assistance to those farmers who had a tremendous loss. It was done before. Why can't it be done again? Next caller, good morning. Welcome to For the Record.
Hi, good morning. Any idea if the rich people are still, foreign investors, still getting waivers of fees and concessions?
I believe that the last time that anyone spoke about it said that this current government had not really given that many concessions. But at the same time, caller, I would say to you that there are many politicians who believe that concessions are necessary. There are many who disagree with that, because there are many people who say everyone wants to come to the Cayman Islands and invest. We see it happening where they're investing in real estate, they're investing in warehouses, and all of those things. Why do we need to incentivize those persons when they are the ones that want to come here? They're anxious to come and invest in the Cayman Islands. We're not begging them to invest, but it would surprise you to know how many politicians out there still believe in the whole principle of, if you want them to come, you must give them something to come, which to me is highly unfortunate.
The double thing. You know what? Those at the gateway was the fees and concessions, so they need to get them to build some monorails to help with the traffic here out of their pocket. Yeah, concessions of fees and waivers of concessions and waivers of fees are unnecessary when the country is in recession, and we are certainly not in a recession. Far from it.
Or if it's something that we can't do ourselves.
That's right. Anyway, they need to make them build some monorails.
Do you have any views on the whole idea of advisory district council? Something that you have not been able to enjoy.
They definitely need it. Why did they put it in the constitution if they didn't intend to implement it?
And we did.
Like people say, unfortunately, in our opinion, they're the worst lawbreakers in certain respects. Because they're breaking the law by not implementing that or allowing the districts to do it.
That is so true. Maybe we need to make a citizens arrest on all of our parliamentarians for not implementing it. A citizens arrest, and then of course the trial will take place whenever the election is set. For next year, on election day is when the trial will take place, and you will prosecute them, find them guilty or not guilty with your vote. How does that sound?
Is, when they're campaigning, they give you a whole pile of sweet stuff, and then when they get the opposite that you get. Georgetown don't get anything except traffic jams and concrete jungles. That's all we get.
And it goes to show you that we need to hold them more accountable. And the one way that we have now to hold them accountable is at the ballot box in the voting booth.
Vote see personal and vote just because they're friends with them or they give them $1 or something. So that's where the problem comes in and will never end. All right. Thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you very much, caller. As well, for that. So after that call in 1967 about the need for history of the Cayman Islands, we do know that we have had several writings, several books dedicated to the history of the Cayman Islands. But, of course, you know what they say about the writing of history, right? The victor, when the victor gets the chance to write the history, they will write it the way that they want. There's nothing like you writing your own history, as well. And I don't think I have enough time to look this up, but I just wanted to give a big plug to Mr. Langston Sibley's in relation to, bear with me, Ms. Susan, for a second, a publication of his book recently, okay, the launch of his book, which took place last week, Wednesday, at the Westin, and hopefully we will have him in the studio or with us at some point in time to talk about the writing, of his book, which is entitled "The Regulation of the Financial Industry in the Cayman Islands, from Offshore Financial Center to International Financial Center." His book provides an overview of the development and evolution of the Cayman Islands regulatory framework over the past 25 years and an explanation of the changes made against the backdrop of intense scrutiny and review by various international bodies, standard setters, and other governments. It is undoubtedly, it will undoubtedly be of interest to professionals, academics, and students who want to learn more about financial regulation, as well as those in the wider public who want to gain an understanding of what has made the Cayman Islands a successful international financial center. And that launch took place on Wednesday, the 7th of August. Now, if you say to yourself, okay, Mr. Langston Sibley's, that's not a Caymanian name. Well, just for your information, Mr. Sibley's mother is Caymanian, so he's Caymanian to the bone, as well. And so we have a Caymanian, Mr. Langston Sibley's, writing a book about the financial industry in the Cayman Islands, from Offshore Financial Center to International Financial Center. And we hope to host him one of these days and in the studio with us to talk about it as well. With that, folks, I want to thank everyone who participated this morning. I want to thank Dr. Nick Gent, as well as Ms. Rachel Corbett, talking about the Orrett virus and the precautions that we should take, as well as talking about Cayman's ability to test, for it as well. I want to remind you that we are our brothers and our sisters' keepers. There is always someone out there who's less fortunate than we are, and I ask you to extend a helping hand to them. If you can't do that, then I suggest you donate to a worthy charity, because we always want to consider those who need, not necessarily those who want or even those who crave. Have a great day. Continue to support your radio station, Radio Cayman. Join Sterling Drainey Banks at 12:15 for talk today. And as usual, we ask the good Lord to bless these three beautiful, wonderful Cayman Islands.
For the Record, proudly brought to you by
Brand Source Home Gallery, inspiring luxury. And JN Money.
From abroad to yard.
Fast, affordable, convenient. Doctor's Hospital. Peace of mind is important when life happens. Doctor's Hospital. Always there for you. Call 949-6066. And Cayman Airways. Call them on 949-2311 to book your nonstop flights to Los Angeles and Panama. And Kirk Market. Experience a world of choice.
Covering Little Cayman, Cayman Bride.
Cover me.
Radio Cayman.